All right, let's dive right into this explainer. We're looking at a journey every single one of us has to take. The world, it's transforming at an absolute breakneck pace. We're talking about a rapidly changing landscape where experts actually predict that 85% of the jobs that will exist in 2030 haven't even been invented yet. Driven by artificial intelligence, the green energy revolution, and incredibly complex global security dynamics, what this all means is that we need to start preparing for our futures right now, today.
So here's the reality check. By the time you graduate, the world is going to look totally different than it does right now. Those jobs of tomorrow, they're actively being created today. So you have to ask yourself, are you ready to find your lane? It might seem a little early, but discovering where your personal passions meet the world's needs is hands down the most exciting journey you can take.
Think of this explainer as your quest map. We're going to break this down into 4 clear stages. First, the call to adventure. Second, building your toolkit. Third, exploring the realms. And finally, choosing your path today. Let's get into it.
Starting off with Section 1, the call to adventure, embracing a changing world. Let's see how early career exploration builds the foundation of this whole journey.
So let's talk about vocational identity. Now, building this in middle and high school isn't about, locking yourself into one single job for the rest of your life. No way. It's actually about gaining the self-awareness and the baseline tools to make informed choices later down the line. When you start exploring careers early, it completely boosts your academic motivation, because suddenly what you're learning in the classroom links directly to these awesome future opportunities. It gives you a real sense of confidence.
Moving right along to Section 2, building your toolkit, the K-12 life skills. Every hero needs a toolkit before they set off, right? So let's look at how middle school life skills become your ultimate training ground. One of the absolute most important tools you can develop early on is financial literacy. But hey, not in that boring textbook kind of way. We're talking hands-on activities where you clearly separate essential needs, the stuff you literally need to survive, like water, from flexible wants. And sorry, but no, the newest gaming console definitely does not count as a survival need. This really simple comparison is basically the bedrock of your future financial independence.
The big takeaway here is that mastering these basics turns financial literacy into an empowering quest. Through hands-on simulations, you master identifying currency and setting actual goals for saving. You're not just crunching numbers, you're learning how to fund your future adventures. You're building the exact life skills that will support whatever career path you eventually choose. All right, Section 3, exploring the realms for future careers. Now that your toolkit is packed with self-awareness and financial smarts, let's fast forward into the future and check out 4 high-stakes realms you could completely conquer. First up on the map, we've got the tech titans. This is the realm of AI and cybersecurity. Your mission, you're not just writing code, you're actively teaching machines how to think, and you're fighting off digital pirates. The pros are huge. We're talking high pay and the incredible freedom to work from practically anywhere in the world. But heads up, the catch is that tech moves so insanely fast, you basically never stop being a student. Constant learning is the name of the game. As for the vibe, picture ultra-modern offices and high-tech collaboration zones. Just to give you a sense of the stakes in this first realm, an AI solutions architect can rake in a massive $190,000 a year. I mean, that alone shows you exactly how heavily the world is banking on these tools of tomorrow. And defending those digital borders is just as crucial. Working as a cybersecurity manager to keep our data safe is incredibly rewarding, bringing in somewhere around $155,000. Let's pivot to our second realm, the biohealers. If healthcare and biotech are your jam, your mission is using advanced tech to stop diseases before they even start. The pros are profound. You have a direct, tangible impact on saving human lives and solving deep biological mysteries. But to be fair, it's a demanding path. You're looking at a grueling 8 to 12 years of university training, and you're operating in high-stress environments, whether that's a fast-paced hospital room with robotic surgical arms or a super quiet high-tech lab. Because of that unbelievable level of expertise and the years of intense study required, specialist surgeons in this field command an astonishing salary of around $350,000. You are highly compensated, and rightly so, for literally holding lives in your hands. Now, for the adventurers out there, let's explore realm number 3, the global defenders. This encompasses defense and the Navy. Your mission is keeping international waters safe and using massive amounts of data to prevent global conflicts. The perks? You build lifelong leadership skills and get to see parts of the world most people only ever pull up on a map.
On the flip side, it demands intense, structured discipline and often means a significant amount of time away from your family. You're working on massive ships, aircraft carriers, or deep inside high-security strategy rooms. And these roles are absolutely critical for global security. Navy nuclear power officers pull in about 155,000, while intelligence directors can make upwards of $185,000 a year, all while keeping the world safe. Finally, we land at our fourth realm, the Earth Architects. These are the champions of the green economy. Their mission is literal world building. They are rewiring our entire planet to run on renewable energy, like sun, wind, and water. The absolute biggest pro? You are literally saving the world for your generation. The cons usually involve navigating some super complex environmental laws and dealing with really tough, rugged outdoor conditions. You'll be splitting your time between corporate boardrooms and muddy project sites. As a renewable energy engineer or a sustainability consultant, in this realm, you're looking at earning well over $100,000, all while actively transforming how the Earth is powered. Not a bad deal, right? Now, what's really fascinating here is how these paths perfectly match the core skills you're learning today with the massive global missions of tomorrow. Just look at that Y column. AI and tech needs logic and math to build tomorrow's tools. Healthcare requires empathy and science to heal life. The military relies on leadership and bravery to protect us globally. And green energy, it needs creativity and physics to ensure we have a livable planet. It all connects right back to the skills you are building in class right now. All right, final section, section 4, choose your path today, the elixir. Let's bring this all back home and figure out how you can start preparing immediately. Here's the really good news. You do not have to pick a single career today, but you can start building that vocational identity we talked about right now. Just look at this checklist. Learn to code. Practice public speaking so you can actually share your ideas clearly. Dive headfirst into your science and math classes. And above all else, stay relentlessly curious. These are the baseline life skills that are going to serve as your passport to any of those 4 realms. Keep this quote in mind. Whether you totally love the strict logic of computers, the deep mysteries of biology, or even the call of the ocean, the world is eventually going to need your specific expertise. The major challenges of the future are going to be solved by the students of today who decide to step up and become experts. So, as we wrap up this explainer and you look out at your own personal K-12 training ground, I want to leave you with one final thought to chew on. The world needs experts, but the real question isn't just which job you're going to choose. It's what kind of world will exist because you decided to build it. Start packing your toolkit today and get ready for the adventure.